When your cat licks you, do you actually know what they're trying to say? Most people think it's just affection. But in many cases, licking is a very intentional signal that can reveal how your cat feels about you, your presence, and the moment you're sharing. Let's explore what your cat may actually be trying to tell you. 7. They are including you in their social group. Cats groom individuals they feel socially comfortable with. You may have seen two cats sitting together quietly, slowly grooming each other's heads or ears. This behavior is called social grooming, and it helps strengthen bonds between animals that trust each other. So when your cat licks your hand while sitting next to you, they may be including you in that same social circle. From your cat's perspective, grooming is not random contact. It is selective. They rarely groom individuals they feel uncertain about. Instead, they groom those who share their daily environment and feel predictable. Many cat owners notice something interesting. Their cat may ignore visitors completely, but later gently lick the owner's hand while relaxing on the couch. That difference often reflects familiarity level. Your cat has learned your scent, your routine, and your reactions. You've become part of their normal environment, and social grooming helps maintain that shared familiarity. Some cats even attempt to groom hair or eyebrows, which usually creates a confusing moment where you realize your cat has suddenly taken responsibility for your appearance. From their perspective, grooming helps maintain group harmony. From your perspective, it may feel unexpected. But in cat communication, grooming often signals acceptance within their social space. 6. They may be reacting to taste or scent information on your skin. Cats explore the world heavily through smell and taste. Human skin carries small traces of information that animals can detect more easily than we realize. Salt from natural skin oils, food particles, hand lotion, soap residue, even the faint scent of objects you touched earlier. For example, if you recently prepared food, your cat may detect microscopic scent traces that remain on your fingers, even after washing hands. Some cats become especially curious after owners eat snacks or cook meals. Others show interest after exercise when natural salt levels increase slightly on skin. From your cat's perspective, licking can function like gathering information, almost like reading a chemical message. They may investigate briefly and then stop once curiosity is satisfied, or sometimes continue longer than expected, which may feel flattering or slightly awkward, depending on the situation. Some owners even notice their cat repeatedly tries to lick the same spot on their hand, as if conducting detailed research. Cats often repeat behaviors that provide interesting sensory feedback, and human skin can sometimes provide exactly that. 5. The repetitive motion helps regulate their emotional state. Repetitive behaviors often help animals maintain internal balance. You may notice licking often happens when your cat is already in a calm environment. For example, while sitting quietly beside you, while resting near your arm, while preparing to sleep, while relaxing during quiet evening moments. The rhythmic motion of licking creates predictable sensory feedback. Predictable patterns can help regulate emotional arousal levels. Some animals pace, some groom, some need blankets, some lick. These small, repetitive actions can help maintain emotional stability. You may notice that after licking for a short time, your cat settles more deeply into their resting position. Muscles relax, eyes become half-closed, breathing slows, almost as if the action helped transition them into a more comfortable state. The licking itself may not always be about communication outward. Sometimes it supports internal comfort, helping maintain calmness within a stable environment, especially when your presence is already associated with safety. And hey, if you're enjoying discovering the hidden meanings about your cat, hit like and subscribe to Furry Cats. It helps us to reach more cat owner. 4. The behavior may connect to early comfort associations. When cats are very young, repetitive oral behaviors play an important role in development. Kittens use rhythmic mouth movements while nursing. These movements help stimulate milk flow, but they also activate neurological comfort responses: warmth, full stomach, protection, safety. Over time, these early experiences become associated with specific physical sensations. Even when adult cats no longer rely on nursing, the neurological pathways connected to those calming patterns can remain. Some adult cats show variations of these behaviors later in life. For example, kneading blankets, sucking soft fabrics, licking repeatedly while relaxed. These behaviors may reflect residual comfort associations from early life stages, when your cat gently licks your hand while resting near you. The motion itself may trigger familiar calming feedback, not because they confuse you with their mother, but because the behavior pattern itself carries comfort associations. The nervous system remembers what once felt safe and sometimes repeats the motion in similar emotional environments. 3. They are strengthening familiarity between you and them. Cats rely heavily on scent recognition to maintain environmental stability. Familiar scent signals help animals identify what belongs within their territory. Your body carries scent markers unique to you. When your cat licks your skin, they interact with those scent signals directly. In some cases, they may also deposit small amounts of their own scent through saliva. This creates subtle scent blending, which contributes to environmental familiarity. Animals often prefer environments where scent patterns remain consistent. Consistency reduces uncertainty, and reduced uncertainty supports relaxation. Many cats engage in behaviors that reinforce shared scent identity. Rubbing face against furniture, sleeping on frequently used blankets, sitting in familiar locations. Licking can serve a similar function, maintaining continuity between familiar elements in their environment, including you. You become part of their stable sensory landscape, which animals often find reassuring. 2. They may be initiating interaction gently. Cats do not always initiate interaction in obvious ways. Some cats vocalize frequently, others prefer quieter signals. Licking can function as a subtle interaction invitation. For example, your cat may lick your hand before playtime, before petting begins, before settling beside you, before lying down nearby. It can act almost like a small greeting signal, a low-intensity way to start interaction without creating disruption. Many animals prefer communication signals that allow gradual response rather than sudden demands. Gentle signals create smoother interaction patterns, which often feel safer and more predictable. You may notice that licking sometimes occurs when interaction levels feel low, almost like a small reminder of shared presence. Not urgent, not demanding, just noticeable enough to invite connection. 1. It often reflects comfort with close proximity and trust in the moment. Perhaps the most meaningful observation is the body language that accompanies licking behavior. When cats feel uncomfortable, they usually maintain distance or remain alert, scanning environment frequently, preparing for sudden movement. But when a cat licks while appearing relaxed, their posture often remains loose, movement minimal, attention focused calmly. Animals typically reduce alert behavior only when environmental confidence is sufficient. Physical closeness requires trust in surroundings, so when your cat calmly licks your hand or arm, especially without signs of tension, it often suggests they feel comfortable within that shared space. Not because they require constant attention, but because the environment feels predictable, stable, familiar. Trust in animals often appears through repeated small behaviors rather than dramatic gestures. Small signals repeated consistently over time. Small interactions that feel effortless. Small moments where no alert response feels necessary. Before we finish, I'm curious about something. Does your cat lick more during quiet moments or when you're distracted doing something else? Let me know in the comments, because once you begin noticing these small patterns, you start understanding your cat's communication style more clearly. And sometimes, even the smallest behaviors carry more meaning than we expect.